Face this with saying, ladies, don't be mad at me. But when did every holiday become dedicated to you? I'm confused. Okay, so I had a coworker, right? And he said, what should I get my girlfriend for our anniversary? And I said, what did she get you for your last year's anniversary? He said, some shoes. I said, well, get her some shoes. He said, why am I getting her shoes? I said, how did you feel when you got the shoes? He said, I was indifferent and didn't really do anything. I said, okay, well, you need to tell her how you felt about those shoes by giving her some shoes this year. And I know that a lot of ladies don't like that concept, but you have to remember that y'all have Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and a whole bunch of other holidays. An anniversary is when two people come together. So that means both people should feel good about that date. So if you get me nothing, and you get nothing, don't be mad. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I like to play a round of Ask the Gay, because every time I'm at work, some male or some female will come up to me and ask me something about the other sex. Now, because I have experience in both sexes, not that I've been both sexes, but you know what I mean, I know a little more about what your girlfriend is talking about or what your boyfriend is talking about. And believe me, straight people talk to me. They do. So, I want straight people, I'm not pointing anybody out, no, it's okay to be straight. It's okay. Of the male and female variety, to ask me a question about the opposite sex. And I'm going to give you the best answers possible. So I'm going to take 2 questions from each, and we should have a little time for that. So it's going to be quick and easy. This is like Ask Wendy. Come on, folks. Anybody got a question? Go ahead.
Got a question. Why is it saying that girls want exactly what they say they don't want in a man?
You ready? It's because when a girl looks at you, she sizes you up. Our minds are like storage bins. And in the back of our minds, everything that was wrong with you, we put back there. And as soon as you fuck up, it comes spilling out of that storage bin. So when she says she wants something from you, but she really don't want it, it's because at that moment you probably pissed her off. Or you probably did something that was ignorant and she, really didn't like you at that moment. So that's probably it. Next.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Okay. I have, in a relationship with this guy, but not really. Inside my mind, I am.
Oh, imaginary relationship.
It's not imaginary, though. But my thing is this. He clings to me, but he's online looking to everything that's the opposite of me.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's what I want you to do. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here's what I want you to do. I learned quite recently that everything in a relationship is about consideration. Okay? Mm-hmm. If I consider you before I decide to do wrong, I probably won't do wrong. Obviously, he's not considering you. Oh. So what your next step is to move on.
I just did.
See, we don't have to live in dysfunction. Somebody told us that we have to live in dysfunction. Maybe it was Sex and the City or one of those other crazy shows that told us that we have to live in dysfunction. You do not have to live with something you're not happy with. When you're single, you don't have to compromise, people. Do you know that? Does everybody know that?
But the sex is good.
When you are single, you do not have to compromise.
But the sex is good.
Stop compromising.
Oh, but the sex is beautiful.
I don't have to deal with your small dick. I ain't got to deal with your nappy ass head. I'm single.
Tell them.
Okay, next question. I got 2 more questions. Y'all gotta hurry up. 2 questions. Anybody else got a question? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Kazi, because I'm not on the mic today, but he likes variety. He's a free spirit, and I don't want to hold him down because I'm a divorced woman. So with that said, the question is it okay to just be friends with benefits although one or both parties may be in love?
Oh, that's...
No. That's just the answer. Because sex is the one thing that changes friendships to relationships.
Yep.
Okay? So when you are in love with someone and they are not in love with you, and you continue to sleep with them or you sleep with them, your emotions grow deeper,
right.
Especially for women. You guys, whether you believe it or not, get a lot more connected by sex than men do.
Yeah,
that's why it's so easy for men to cheat and say, well, I mean, it wasn't that serious.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
So I would suggest, again, you not compromise yourself. We have to learn as people to love who we are first. And when you love who you are, you don't deal with shit that does not work for you.
Right?
Okay? So that's what, I got one more question, and I want it to be from a man. So give me a man. Somebody ask me a question. Go ahead, sir.
Good, man. Hey, so what's the initial moment in which you're compromising for me, it's because I'm straight, so I'd be talking to a girl. So what's the initial moment where you're compromising, where you're changing yourself for the other?
The moment you never change yourself.
Obviously, yes.
Never change yourself. If the person you're with does not love who you are, then you don't need to be with them at all. Here's the compromise. The compromise comes when you say, you know what, I generally go out and have a beer with my friends on Saturday, but she wants to go and eat, so I'm going to compromise. Compromise, people are confused when they hear the word compromise and think that that means that you're supposed to change who you are. That does not mean you're supposed to change who you are. It just means that you have to budge a little bit. You can't just be you can't be in a relationship and have a single mind. It doesn't work out. It's like in my last relationship, I was here and he was here. If you're in a relationship and you live together, you're going to go spend the night at your friend's house.
Ooh.
It doesn't work out. It doesn't work. That, for me, is grounds to leave your ass.
Okay.
Right there. And I could have known your friend longer than you know your friend.
Ooh.
But that's just disrespectful. And that's where you compromise. You say, you know what, I'm in a relationship right now. I can't sleep at your house and go to the party and then, call him and say, or call her and say, hey, yeah, I'm sleeping at Todd's house. I'll be home in the morning. You would come home and your shit would be on the front porch.
Telling you.
And that's just how it is. Now, this has been your session with Ask Again.